First of all, I offering my humble obeisances unto the lotus feet of Shri Gurudev. No? No sound? I think battery. Now audible? Okay? Audible? No? Is it battery low? I'm audible now? Hare Krishna. First of all, I offering my humble obeisances unto the lotus feet of Shri Gurupada Padma Shri Nityalila Pravishtam Vishnupada Stotra Shatashan Bhakti Vedanta Shri Vaman Goswami Maharaj Ji and Nityalila Pravishtam Vishnupada Stotra Shatashan Bhakti Vedanta Shri Narayan Goswami Maharaj Ji, offering humble obeisances unto the lotus feet of Shri Bhakti Daita Madhav Goswami Maharaj, Shri Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj, and assembled all devotees. Today is like most auspicious day. Firstly, it's Bhisma Panchak, the first day of Bhisma Panchak, the 5 days of like the most auspicious 5 days of the whole year, the last 5 days of Kartik month. Today is also the divine appearance day of Shri Bhakti Daita Madhav Goswami Maharaj. It's also a blessing to us. And along with Shri like disappearance tithi, disappearance day of Shri Bhakti Shri Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj. In the same day, Avirbhav and Tirobhav tithi is there, like the meeting and separation. We have heard about Shri Bhakti Daita Madhav Goswami Maharaj from different devotees and Shri Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj also, in which we listened about like different the modes of Vaishnav Seva, the service to Vaishnavas, how the mood of Shri Bhakti Daita Madhav Goswami Maharaj was in serving Vaishnavas. In the Pranam Mantra of Shri Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj, we will listen about Shri Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj. So in Pranam Mantra, it says that Sakshat Vairagya Murte Vipra Lamba Rasam Bhode Padam Bhujayate Namaha. Namo Gaura Kishoraya. What is Namo Gaura Kishoraya? Namo Gaura Kishoraya. Am I audible? Sakshat Vairagya Murti. This means that Shri Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj is like such a renounced personality, but he is not so much like educated in this way, like he have no such degrees. He have never went to school, college or university. Maharaj have never went to any like institute to get degrees or studies, but then also in his heart he knows all the shastras, he knows the essence of all the scriptures. See, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada says that like I will only accept Guru as Shri Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj. I have accepted Shri Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj as my Guru, not only seen by the like renunciation or like the renounced mood of Shri Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj, but I have actually seen what Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj is. Shri Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada explains that I have reached Shri Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj 3 times. Like first time I went, Maharaj returned me. Second time also when I went, Maharaj returned me. Like I went him and asked like Gurudev, I want to make you my Guru. Please offer me like Diksha Mantra, initiate me. But every time Shri Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj returned me. And Shri Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada was not an ordinary man. Like he was like so much educated, so much educated. He was like in a university in Kolkata. There was like the designation of dean, like head of the department of astrology. It was like vacant, and the different professors and vice chancellor offer Shri Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada as to become the dean of that department. But Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada says that no, I don't came to this world to count all these like moons and stars. The purpose of my life is to serve Shri Shyamasundar, to serve Srimati Radharani. So Prabhupada have never accepted that designation as like a head of department, as a professor in that university. So whenever like up to when Prabhupada was alive in this world, that seat was vacant for him. No any other person has filled that vacancy because no one was as much qualified as Prabhupada. So once upon a time, Maharaj was like went to preaching in like a forest area, and there was like a tiger at that place. So looking at the tiger, like tiger is such a cruel animal. Like if tiger sees any like human or any kind of like animal, tiger will surely attack. It is like understood that tiger will attack and kill them. But even my Gurudev Shri Bhaktivedanta Shri Bhavan Goswami Maharaj and Shri Bhaktivedanta Shri Narad Goswami Maharaj also tell us, and I have seen that Gurudev went to such villages and such remote locations where there is like a forest place, and at those places there were like lions and tigers. It was very difficult to go in that villages and place. There was a village where Gurudev reached. It is known as the village of widows because there were no male in that village. Why? There were ladies in that village, but there were no man in village because whenever any man get out for occupation to like collect food or to collect money from their house, the lions and tigers eat them. So all the females of that village are like widows. So our Guru Varga have like went to this much like remote places where going is like very much unsafe, and at those places Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada and his disciples, and especially my Guru Maharaj, have like went there and preached. So Prabhupada replied that letter that I not came to this world to count moons and stars. I came to this world to preach the message of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, not to count the celestial bodies. So I will not accept this like designation of head of department of astrology, and so the vice chancellor of that university like given an order that up to when Sri Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada will be alive, the seat will be vacant for him. Like no any other person can fill this vacancy except Srila Prabhupada. So this much educated, this much intellectual Srila Prabhupada was. But when Sri Prabhupada reached there and like Prabhupada saying that why accepted Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, who was like completely illiterate. Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj don't know like how to write the words. He never went to any university and college. So Prabhupada explained that why I accepted him as Guru. I am so much educated, so much intellectual, and why I accepted him as Guru. So Prabhupada is telling that I have seen Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, his eternal form. I know Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj is like just acting as like such a person who is like not educated, not illiterate, but he knows the essence of all the shastras. He is a real educated person. He is a real guru. So, Sri Raghunath Das Goswami Pad, Sri Raghunath Das Goswami Pad in Vilapa Gosamanjali offering prayers to Sri Sanatan Goswami Pad, saying that Vairagya Yoga Bhakti Rasam Prayatnahi Apaya Namama Nabhi Sumandam. Like, especially Sri Sanatan Goswami Pad giving the, like, teaching us like Vairagya, the renunciation, but not the like mundane renunciation, living family, living money, a house, but Vishesharag means that then special attachment to Krishna, special attachment to the service of Lord. This is the real renunciation. Sri Raghunath Das Goswami Pad mentioned in that slok that Sri Sanatan Goswami Pad is giving all those teachings. In the same way, Sri Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj also teaches by his life. And by wandering every places in Braja, Sri Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj went and says, Kothai go Premamai Radhe Radhe, oh Radhe, where are you? Oh Radhe, like I am unable to see you. In Sadhu Goswami Astak also it is said that Vande Rupa Sanatano Raghu Yugo Shri Jiva Gopala Bhatta, like Ghoshantaviti Sarvato Brajapure. Like in Braja, everywhere, at every spot, these Goswamis, especially Sri Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, went and just Ghoshantaviti. Ghoshantaviti means uttering. What uttering? Sarvato Brajapure. Everywhere, every spot. What? Oh Radhe, oh Krishna, where are you? I am unable to see you. So, Sri Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada is saying that I asked Sri Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj for 3 times. I went to him just to get initiated by him. But Sri Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj rejected me as to accept me as a disciple. Likewise, Sri Raghunath Das Goswami Pad tried to reach 3 times to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but without reaching to Sri Nityananda Prabhu, he was like never accepted by Sriman Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, Sri Bhakti Vinod Thakur reached to Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj and says that, oh Babaji Maharaj, if you not accept Bhakti Siddhant as your disciple, he will leave this body. Like he is not eating, he is not drinking, he is not taking just like water also. So he just have he has made promise to himself that if you not accept him as a disciple, he will never he don't want to live in this body. So Sri Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj said that, okay, ask him to come, I will offer him Diksha Mantra and initiate him. At this time, Sri Bhakti Vinod Thakur, when asked to Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj says that to Bhakti Vinod Thakur, I will ask to Nityanand Prabhu that if he will permit me to give Diksha to Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, then I will give. So, in this way, Sri Bhakti Vinod Thakur meets him for 3 days, like consecutively 3 days. First day when Bhakti Vinod Thakur meet to Gaur Kishore Das, yes, have you asked about Bhakti Siddhanta to Nityananda Prabhu, that will you initiate him? Maharaj not replied. Next day when he meet, on second day, Sri Bhakti Vinod Thakur asked, do you ask to Nityananda Prabhu? Maharaj have not replied. Then on the third day when Sri Bhakti Vinod Thakur asked to Sri Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, will have you asked to Nityananda Prabhu? Then Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj says that, yes, I asked to Nitai and Nitai permitted me to offer Diksha Mantra to Bhakti Siddhanta. So we have seen in this world that there are so many renounced people. There are so many like renounced yogis. But all vairagya, all renunciation which they have is like a mundane renunciation. Like they take saffron dress, but they have like in inside in their heart they have like so much lust, so much like sense gratification mood they have. But here we are talking about not that renunciation. This renunciation is like special attachment to Krishna. This vairagya is called as Shmashan Vairagya. Shmashan Vairagya means with the vairagya which come at a cemetery place when the dead bodies are burnt. So at that place when like people reach to make fire to dead body, we'll see that all those people who reach there, they have like renunciation, like oh, this life is so like any moment we can be dead. So they get renunciation, like they get a mode of renunciation just for few hours, not for the whole life. When they come back to their house, that renunciation like fly like a bird, and they just so in this way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also told to Shagnath Goswami like Achirate Krishna Tamaya Karibe Nudar. You should think that you should serve Krishna, and Krishna will surely bless you. In Vrindavan, we have seen that Market Vairagya. Market Vairagya means like the monkeys. The monkeys look like renounced person. Like they don't wear clothes, they don't have homes, they just wander here and there. But in the heart, monkeys are so much like lusty, and they are like in Vrindavan, monkeys are like like they just want fruities. They want like they just take the specks like obstacles to they take the specks of devotees and ask for fruity. When one not offer fruities, those monkeys are like never give back that specks of the devotees. So we were talking of Shri Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj that once upon a time Shri Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj and Bhakti Vinod Thakur offered a very costly dhoti to Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. So Babaji Maharaj wear that dhoti, and Babaji Maharaj saying that what an exalted personality do, people follow them. So there is two kind of thing, Anusaran and one is Anukaran. Anusaran means following someone in such a way like what they are doing same, like how Shri Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj what doing, like Gaur Kishore Das Maharaj don't eat anything, like don't ask for food. Sometimes he take the mud of Yamuna and drink. So some people who will try to follow him in this way, they will be like dead. Because if someone drink the mud, what will happen? His like body will, his esophagus, his windpipe will be blocked. But this is not the actual way of following a devotee. The actual way is to follow their modes, not their activities. What Gurudev is doing, which we are not supposed to do the same thing. We are supposed to follow the moods of Gurudev, what Gurudev wants from us, not what Gurudev himself is doing. So bhakti is like nothing very big thing. Bhakti is not such a rocket science. Bhakti is just service, the mode of service. Bhakti means service. Bhakti is the mode of service to Guru Vaishnava and Bhagavan. And there are like two limbs of bhakti. Jnana and Vairagya. In Bhagavatam, it is said that they are the two sons of Bhakti. So, those devotees who are practicing bhakti, those who are serving, they should not supposed to make efforts to get jnana and vairagya. If someone is doing bhakti, like doing services, offering services unto Sri Bhagavan and they will automatically get jnana and vairagya. Like they will get the essential knowledge about shastras, about scriptures in their heart, and also the vairagya. Vairagya means like the essential renunciation, and that one especially like attachment to Lord and detachment from this material world. Because how this is how Shri Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj like leading his life. Shri Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj do bhajan for 56 danda. 56 danda means like Indian calculation system, which means like approx 22 hours. Approx 22 hours, Shri Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj perform bhajan, and he takes sleep for only 2 hours. And in which 2 hours he takes sleep, in that time also he like see the different nightmares of like Shri Radha Govind and all. So this was the like life in which they have performed the way of like sadhan bhajan. This much how hard they are leading their life, but this is not like for us. It is very difficult to observe in this way, like doing bhajan for 22 hours. We have like our body need is to take sleep for 7 to 8 hours. We can't do this much bhajan, but then also we should try as much as we can follow them. Once upon time, in the time of Shri Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, there was a like person who delivered Srimad Bhagavatam. His name was Pran Gopal Das. Once upon a time, Shri Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj reached him, and Babaji Maharaj says him like, whatever you are explaining is not good. You are not giving the right lecture. You are not explaining the actual thing what is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam. So please do rightful things. Like this is not good. When Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj like told him, and at that time there were like so many scholars who were also present there. So Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj have like explained the actual the essence of the whole Harikatha, what was like delivered by that person. Like I have seen that many devotees say that it's very difficult to learn shlokas. It is very difficult to remember all those like Harikatha from scriptures. So if we not learn all this, does it mean that we are not doing seva? Like we are not doing bhakti? So Maharaj is explaining that no, these all are like external things. The actual thing is bhakti, the service. Getting like so much knowledge from scriptures, learning different verses, and getting like so much like becoming so learned person is not doing bhakti. Doing bhakti is like serving. The as much as we are serving to Lord, as much we are serving to Guru Vaishnav, this is the actual bhakti. Not to like getting into the things for learning different lectures, different verses, learning Vedanta Sutra and all. This is not the bhakti. So it is also mentioned in the Shastra like Guru Pada Padme, who have like firm determination unto the lotus feet of their Gurudev, He is so much potent. A person becomes so much potent that he can deliver the whole universe. One who have firm determination unto the lotus feet of Gurudev. There is no need to become an scholar to deliver the sinful people from this world. The only thing needed is a firm determination unto the lotus feet of Sri Guru. It is mentioned in Shastra Chaitanya Charitamrita also. Once upon a time, in Navadev Dham, in hopefully 1986, Maharaj was remembering which year it was. In 1986, it's been 500 years of the appearance of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So at that time, President of India and different highly qualified persons were invited in Mayapur at our at Sri Chaitanya Math also, and at our Devanand Gaudiya Math in Navadev. So at that time, in maybe in 85 or 86, Maharaj was not confirmed which year it was. So there were so many people invited, even the President of India and different leaders, and so many scholars, so much learned person who are learned Sanskrit language also. So many scholars are so much learned that they were delivering lectures in Sanskrit language, not in Hindi or Bangla or English, but in Sanskrit language. It's the most purest and it seems like most difficult language, but it's not difficult as much. So I have seen that those scholars were glorifying Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu from different sastras. But our Guru Pada Padma, Sri Bhaktivedanta Vaman Gosai Maharaj, have taken the shloka and from Sri Radha Rasadhanidhi and especially the shloka Sri Radhayah Pranay Mahima Kidrisho Vanaiva, and Guru Pada Padma explains all these verses by glorifying Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And when Guru Pada Padma get the mic, he was saying that Guru Pada Padma says that I'm not a learned person. I have no so much degrees. You all are learned person here. You all are scholars. I have just performed some services unto the lotus feet of my Gurudev. I have not went to any university to get learnings. But whatever I have learned, I will tell you all. But when Guru Pada Padma delivered the lecture, everyone was shocked. It was overwhelming. What Sri Guru Pada Padma has delivered. Once upon a time, Sri Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada also reached Sri Radha Kunda, and at that place Prabhupada has delivered so many lectures of the glories of Srimati Radharani. And so Sri Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj, how he performed bhajan and all, Sri Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada has also explained. One more katha I want to tell, that when Sri Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj disappeared, Sri Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj 2 days earlier, before his disappearance, he says that to Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada that, oh, I have not performed bhajan. Such an exalted personality who is doing bhajan for whole 24 hours, and humility, in the mode of humility, Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj saying that I have not done bhajan, I have not served Guru Vaishnava. So I want that when I will die, I will leave this body, just take a rope and tie my leg in that rope and take my body in whole Brajadham, so that I can get the food dust of Brajavasis and Dhamavasis of Navadvip, so that I will be delivered. But when Prabhupada, when Gaurakisodas Babaji Maharaj disappeared, some of the disciples, not the disciples, so-called disciples of Gaurakisodas Babaji Maharaj, they were planning to tie the feet of Gaurakisodas Babaji Maharaj and take him to Navadvip Dham. But then Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada reached there, and Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada was that time in Kolkata. He reached to Navadvip from Kolkata when he listened about his Guru Padma Gaurakisodas Babaji Maharaj left his body. So all those Babajis, those sannyasis in white dress, they were planning to take Shri Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada by tying his leg. But when Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada reached that place, Prabhupada says that no, this is not the mood of my Guru Padma. In humility, he was saying this. He need we should put him in samadhi in an honored manner, not in this way, tying his legs and taking him to different so they were thinking of, if we will do the samadhi, or we will do the last rites of Gaurakisodas Babaji Maharaj, we will make money, because Gaurakisodas Babaji Maharaj is an exalted personality. People will offer different things, money and different things to in his samadhi. But Prabhupada was so much angry by listening all to them. Prabhupada says that anyone who is completely 1 year brahmachari should come and touch the divine body of my Guru Padma. No one came in front. Then Prabhupada says that, okay, those who is 6th month brahmachari may come and touch my Guru Padma body. No one come in front. Then Prabhupada says that anyone who is 1 month brahmachari, you should come and touch the body of my Guru Padma. No one came in front. Then Prabhupada says only 15 days brahmachari. Anyone who is 15 days completely spent 15 days in brahmachari, is anyone there? No one came. Then Prabhupada says 1 week. Is there anyone who has spent their life in brahmachari for 1 week only? No one was there. Then Prabhupada says that, is there anyone who has spent their life for 1 day in brahmacharya? Then also no one came, and all those Babajis left that place. They are such a person, taken renunciation order and not following it. They have taken the order, they have taken the dress, white dress, but they are completely immersed in lust and doing illegal business. So Sri Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada then take the divine body of Sri Bhakti Sri Guru Padma Sri Gaurakisodas Babaji Maharaj and put him in samadhi. Maharaj is explaining the glories of Shri Krishna is when Krishna, even though Krishna is so much glorified, you all know, but when Krishna want to enter into the Nikunja of Srimati Radharani, he have to pray to the Sakhi and the Manjaris, the maid servants of Srimati Radharani, to Gunamanjari and the different servitors of Srimati Radharani. Krishna bow down his head. Krishna asked for the permission. O Rupa Manjari, O Guna Manjari, O Rati Manjari, please let me enter and to this Kunja and let me meet to Srimati Radharani. So the servitors are this much blessed. Sri Prabhupada also take the divine body of his Guru Padma Gaurakisodas Babaji Maharaj and put him in samadhi. There is a kirtan mentioned like Atma Nivedana Tua Padikari. Means when a devotee completely offer his life to Sri Guru, like Sri Prabhupada has given to Sri Gaurkasada Swaj Maharaj, then only one can get the actual bliss. One who offer his mind, body, soul, everything to Sri Guru Pada Padma, then only one can get the actual bliss. So today is the divine disappearance of Sri Gaurkasada Das Babaji Maharaj. In our Guru Parampara, Sri Gaurkasada Das Babaji Maharaj is have a special place in our Guru Parampara. The bhajan, what he have performed, have like no words to explain what he have done, what ideal he presented in front of us. Whatever like we have seen in our Guru Parampara that there are so many devotees like our Gurudev, Param Gurudev, Parameshti Gurudev, Paratpar Gurudev, but all these like in our Bhagavad Parampara, all those Guru Varga are the Manjaris of Sri Radharani. Like our Guru Padma Shri Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj is like Raman Manjari. Sri Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj is like Vinod Manjari. Sri Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada is like Nayanmani Manjari. Sri Bhakti Vedanta Shri Narayan Goswami Maharaj, Bhakti Vedanta Shri Vaman Goswami Maharaj is like Raga Manjari, and different other, like all our Guru Varga are the maid servants of Srimati Radharani. So we should offer humble obeisance unto all these so that we can get the actual humility to serve them.